Hey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Matt, and behind me is a 370Z that I bought crashed at auction, and we've been slowly rebuilding on the channel.
I bought a wrecked 2012 Nissan 370Z that was completely written off. Most people would have walked away, but not me. We're about to give this thing a whole new life, rebuilding it, modding it, and taking it way beyond stock. Hit subscribe and follow the Z rebuild. This thing is going to be wild.
All right, so this is going to be pretty exciting. So we're getting rid of the factory steering wheel in order to replace it with the new Buddy Club steering wheel. Super pumped about this. This is just in part of the efforts to redo the interior. As I mentioned, we have several things we're going to be doing to just kind of bring it up to date slash give it a little bit of spice. I'm very large on I want to replace anything that you're going to be touching when you drive, right? Steering wheel, shift knob, button. Like if in this case we have a push to start, so these are things you're touching every single time you get in the car. So let's start replacing these things, and we'll see how it feels. But we're going to start with the steering wheel, so let's get going with that. Before we go ahead and do the steering wheel, we're going to start with the start button. So what I purchased was just a simple red start button, nothing too crazy. I wanted to keep the silver ring, so I thought just the red start button would be fine. But first what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pop this out. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Normally you want to use a plastic trim tool so you don't damage the surrounding plastics. This is what I have, this is what I'm going to use. If I damage the surrounding plastic, that is on me and my ignorance, but we'll just carefully kind of go up under here and just be very gentle, and it should pop out. Might have to work around it. So that came out pretty easily, and then at that point you'll just disconnect the harness and pull this entire thing out. So now that we have these start button removed, we'll need to disassemble it for what we were putting in. This is what I'm putting in. It is just a red button. It's from IJDM Toy. I've used a couple LED products of theirs before for just like interior lights. I don't really have much experience with them, but I thought I would give this button a try. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't work, I'll just get like a Nismo one. I'm just looking for a splash of red at the start button. Since I really don't have any instructions, we'll just start disassembling this start stop button. There's a tab there and a tab there. So we'll pop this centerpiece out and see if that'll allow us access to the button. After I was able to kind of pull these tabs back, which I did have one of them break, unfortunately. The back plate pulled out, and then at that point I was able to pull this guy out along with a little plastic backing that was behind it. These are the start buttons. So the one on the left is the one that came with it, and the one on the right is the IJDM Toy replacement. One thing that I noticed right off the bat, it doesn't appear any light will shine through with the start stop. Pretty sure it did with the like the translucent one. That's a bummer, but honestly I don't care. Like I said, we're going for the red accent. The new button is in, and honestly this thing looks really good. I like I believe the Nismo doesn't have the silver ring. I could be completely wrong, but I really like the fact that it still has the silver ring. The red button feels great. I think this will really complement the interior, the new steering wheel, new shift knob that we have. It's a nice piece. I think I paid like $24, $25 for the button, so not as bad as buying, let's say, a Nismo start-stop switch. So for anybody looking to do this, just know it's not as easy as unplugging the old one, plugging the new one in. There is a little bit of legwork, but it's as easy as pulling these tabs back, taking this back connector piece off, and just simply putting the new button in. But looks, feels great. The quality is definitely there, so shout out to IJDM Toy. Not too bad. Now we'll go ahead and we'll get this put in the car. It'll be as simple as just plugging the connector back in and then taking the switch, pushing it back into place. So Very small, and I consider to be that a very tasteful upgrade, especially with the new steering wheel. I think the red will complement each other. I don't know, just adds extra sauce to the interior. You're going to need to remove this Torx bit. There's a little cover. I've already popped the cover off so you can see the Torx bit there. You actually have one of these on both sides for the airbag. You'll undo those, and this entire airbag will actually just pop out. And then on the other side, you'll have 2 clips for the airbag, 1 clip for the airbag controls. Once you remove those bolts, which by the way, for me at least, I ended up using a T30 security head Torx bit. I was able to remove those 2 bolts back behind the column here and those little access holes. Once you do that, you're able to just kind of give the airbag a firm little pull. But be careful, because there are these 2 harnesses for the airbag along with this connector for the steering wheel controls. And again, I've said it before earlier in the video, just make sure you disconnect your airbag before doing any of this. With what we're doing between replacing the steering wheel, the start button, I've just gone ahead and disconnected the battery for all of the things. So just be mindful of that. That way you don't end up with a little mishap. Just want to add in a little bit of a pro tip with these black connectors. They lift straight up. So what I did was actually take a small flathead screwdriver, was able to get right behind them and push these up. Did that for both of those, and now they can be easily removed. And with this one, just know that there's a little center tab you have to push in. Again, I use the flathead to kind of help with that, but we'll take that out and get the airbag out of the way. Now with the airbag removed, we'll go ahead and remove these torque bits along with the 19mm nut that's holding the steering wheel onto the shaft. Probably also go ahead and remove this weight as well, as this outer piece along with this weight will have to go to the new steering wheel. Now that we have the steering wheel off, on the back of the wheel will actually be this little plastic cover. Make sure that you take it off and put it on your new wheel. There are just these little clips up here in the top corners, and then down here on the sides. So just pops off. So I have that on the new one already, and we'll go ahead and get this new wheel put on. After putting the steering wheel back together, opposite of how we took it apart, this is the final product. Honestly, looks really good. Much better than the old one. The primary reason for getting rid of the old one is it was honestly just gross. So I thought this would be a nice upgrade. Again, personally, I like to change everything you touch in a car. So steering wheel, in this case, push button. And now we'll go ahead and work on replacing the shift knob. So let's jump into that. Now that we have the steering wheel and the button installed, next will be the shift knob. So this is actually from a brand called Likewise. We Are Likewise. Saw some of their stuff on a YouTube short video, so thought I'd give it a try. So this, which the packaging is honestly awesome, is a Delrin weighted shift knob with like a stainless steel base. Has some nice branding, and you actually have the option to get like an engraving on this if you wanted. I did not do that, but I really like this. I like the matte black with the gloss. It's weighted, it feels really solid. Again, their branding, presentation, love it. Along with the adapter as well. So let's go ahead and get this on. Here is the shifter we'll be removing. It's just the factory shift knob, I should say. I've done quite a few shift knobs in my time, but I've been told that the 370Z, these are really tough. So it's recommended to tape them up, use some really heavy biting pliers of some sort in order to remove it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping this up and then use pliers. I'd like to preserve it, but I don't really care that much. If I ever want to get another factory one, I'll probably buy a new one. So let's go ahead and get that off of there. We have the old shift knob removed. Safe to say that it did not stay together. Quite honestly, like, I'm impressed. Nissan, I don't know what you guys did here, but it's impressive to say the least. So that's out of the way. So now we'll go ahead and work on getting the new shift knob on, starting with the thread adapter that came with the We Are Likewise kit. So let's go ahead and get that on. We now have the thread adapter on. Honestly, really good quality. I don't know if you can see that, but they have some nice branding along with the size of the thread adapter itself. So really nice. Now we'll go ahead and get the shift knob on there, which is just going to be as simple as screwing this on. I might have gotten a little too ahead of myself. So there is a collar that you can get that goes up over here. It's kind of like a little beauty ring, but it snaps up into the new shift knob. So we gotta take all of this back off and pull this piece off to get this ring on. So let's go ahead and do that. All you'll need to do is pull up the center piece and cut that zip tie, pull this little plastic ring out. Once you have the new ring in, we put a new zip tie on. So let's go ahead and slide that back over. If you need to, you might have to kind of finesse this thing a bit just to get it in the exact position you want to. It's just zip tied on there, so depending on how tight you have the zip tie, might just have to finesse it a little bit. But we'll go ahead and put the shift knob on. All right, and so once you screw the shift knob on, this piece will simply just push up, and there's a ring that allows it to lock into the shift knob. Once you get it put back together, it should look something like this. So I have a nice little ring down here, which connects the shift boot to the actual knob. The logo of the knob is actually on this side, right back there. You could take the shift knob off and mess with that thread adapter, get everything finessed to where you can put that logo where you want. I personally don't care enough. I just needed a new shift knob because the other one was peeling and sticky, but I can still see the logo, the likewise logo on this side. I'm happy with it. But all right, that is all the interior upgrades. So we have a nice new shift knob, button, along with the steering wheel. So these are just really nice, tasteful upgrades, and just a few of many more to come.
But if you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like down below, comment, and we'll see you later, guys. Peace.